Coming up next on Nick at Night, Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. Then, The Wee Hours with Craig Knightley. Followed by Movie Night with Will DeVakis. That's next on Nick at Night.
From the YouTube Dog Show, where Tom Hanks gives it 5 stars, it's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. And now, a man who thinks that Tom Hanks will always be legendary, Mr. Ellie Muller. Ha! Welcome Weeknight Update. I'm Ellie Muller. What's up, my grasshoppers? It's Ellie Muller. Okay, let's go. Tonight's Scouts at Winners are Spec Spider Character Span edits, Monster Jump Fanatic, Hot Wheels Fanatic, and Supercar Fanatic for all things automobiles. Weekend Dojo with the streams, IT here with the Wizard 101 games, Marvin the Maniac, Dr. Blood Studios, and Cassie Dragon with random slideshow type of videos, and Strange Little Tartar gameplays. You know, she likes to play horror games, so there's something for you. Also, you know, I know that I did this the past couple of nights, but huge thanks once again to DeVakis, aka Will DeVakis, from Movie Night for helping me out. You know what, last night and you know, and every night in the past, well, in the comments and or on the show, you know, it really meant a lot to me, and everybody else on the show. You really made it special, and thanks. Thank you very much. Check the show out, by the way, if you haven't done so already. He's really nice, he's really funny, and let's be honest, he's a great Killborn of the 2020s. And now, we move on from all those people to Mr. Tom Hanks, a legend who needs to keep making us laugh and making us smile. Especially concerning the fact that we are running out of entertaining people. I'm serious. It's true. He has no film in the works, though. It's a Western film called News of the World. And it will be released on Christmas Day. A Western movie on Christmas Day? Good luck. I mean, seriously. Last time that anybody has watched a Western movie on Christmas Day was when they saw a toy named Woody galloping along trying to save Buzz Lightyear. Now, do you remember that movie Forrest Gump? Now, Tom Hanks had to pay a certain amount of money in order to get some of his scenes filmed because, you know, Paramount didn't have enough money to film all the scenes. You know, so the scenes were filmed, and Paramount was paid back. However, he was also rich. I'm sorry. He was also rich. You know, Paramount was rich, and he was rich as well. You know, he made $65 million for the film. Paramount got $683 million. Okay? Win-win, huh? Okay, well, I know where this is going. Mr. Bones, MP, time for you to go to work. It's the top 8 list, let's go. What's the category? Tonight's category, top 8 words that can be used to describe Tom Hanks. Number 8, epic. Number 7, groovy. Number 6, vibe. Number 5, amazing. Number 4, wacky. Number 3, wild. Number 2, soothing. And number 1, hip. Yeah, you two are right. Of course, Tom Hanks also played Mr. Rogers in that in the movie about him a while back. Whatever, we got these commercials for you. We'll be right back. Kids still call it the Weeknight Update. And here it is, your final night.
You are my least favorite grandchild.
Now listen, you've been talking about new carpeting long enough. It's time you did something about it. There'll never be a better time. So you just get on the phone right now and call us at Empire. You know the number, 588-2300. Good brand name carpeting starting at $6.95 installed with padding, delivery in 3 to 4 days, credit available, no installment payments for 60 days, free Bissell shampooer with 2 rooms. How can you beat that? So come on, do it. 588-2300 Empire. There'll never be a better time.
Edward Scott and the boys, ladies and gentlemen. Ed, how you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? Doing fine, Ed. Doing fine. It's just that, that long list that I read for the Shoutout Spotlight portion of the program. Oh, my goodness. I just, got tongue-tied, huh? No, not really tongue-tied per se. It's more, of a head-spinning type of thing. Ah, I see. Well, you're slowing down. Yeah, that's true. Of course, even when you are slowing down, when you're reading a long list, it can be pretty exhausting. Yeah. We'll do some talking time. Yeah, let's have some talking time. Let's do that.
Let's talk about it.
Alright, in 1808, BBC, before your common era, was when all the chickens and the lickens came together. And, well, they always made a goal, or they always made a commitment every day at 8:08 and 8:04 in the AM, PM, morning, afternoon, evening, night, time out time for the day. They would all come together, and they would sing, well, talking time, English, Spanish, favorite French, talking time, you always can't pretend it. Okay, boys, thank you. Now, Tom Hanks, as you know, is doing a Western film entitled News of the World. Alright, the trailer came out last week, and it's going to be in theaters on Christmas Day, which I don't know if too many people will go out and see it, because, let's be honest, not too many people will go into the theaters on Christmas Day after opening the presents or whatever. Alright? Now, for those of you who don't know what the movie's about, let me give you a brief synopsis, right? It's given to us by People Magazine. Directed by Paul Greengrass, based on a 2016 novel by Paulette Giles, the film follows Hank's Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd as he travels through the frontier to help return a young 10-year-old girl, Joanna, played by Elena Zeggo, to her biological family after she was taken in by the Kiowa people 6 years earlier and raised as one of their own. Wow. That is pretty bizarre. Pretty bizarre. Especially considering the fact that if you look at that promotional still from the promo, Tom Hanks had a beard. That's right, so you could tell that was filmed way before the spring of 2020. So, now, here's what's interesting. Alright? You know what? His character said, see all those words? Put them all together, and you have a story. And Joanna repeats the word story. You know, it's almost like, you know, a kid, you know what, learning how to talk for the first time. It's very interesting. And Tom Hanks is kind of reprising his Mr. Rogers character a little bit. You know, which made me think, why didn't he do a children's television program? Why didn't he do that? I mean, seriously. You know, but long story short, you know, it's going to come out on Christmas Day, and the film takes place in 1870. Now, I don't know how the whole thing is going to go down. I don't know what the whole thing is going to exactly be like when it's all done, because sometimes they will release a film, but they will make a whole lot of changes like 6 or 7 weeks beforehand. So you never really can tell. You can never really tell with those movies. However, I can tell you about this. Remember Robert Zemeckis' Forrest Gump movie, which won 6 Academy Awards? Well, guess what? It grossed $683 million in the mid-1990s. However, you know what? The whole thing wasn't just put together by the studio and other people. No, because you see, apparently Tom Hanks had to pay out of pocket to film two more scenes because the studio refused to put down the money itself and increase the budget. One of the scenes in particular was Forrest's iconic run across America. You know, and Zemeckis said, well, this one is going to cost X amount of dollars, and it wasn't cheap. You know, and I said, okay, that's what Tom Hanks said. You know, he said, you and I are going to split that amount, and we're going to give it back to Paramount. We'll give you the money back, but you guys, you know, aka Paramount, are going to have to share the profits a little bit more. Which the studio said, fabulous, great, okay. And it was good for us too. Which is crazy considering the fact that, you know, this was kind of like the first independent situation. The first independently produced situation. Where some of the things are taken care of by the people who made the whole thing possible. Well, it's kind of almost like that, but you got the studio to help back you up and things like that. And if this whole thing was going to go down in the year 2020, I don't know how that would have gone, to be quite honest with you. I honestly believe that it would have turned out to be a huge storm of, you know, everything crashing and things like that, only to be brought back up to about $45,000 or something like that. You know, but Tom Hanks, to his credit, would go on to earn $65 million in profits from Forrest Gump. This was due to the fact that it was rebroadcasted several times on television, and it was played in theaters between 1994 and 1996. So that's where he got all the money. That's where he got all the money. So, What can you do? At any event, Tom Hanks did a good job. And $65 million, that's $10 million more than Paramount's original production budget, which is $55 million. Which begs the question, hey, wait a minute. What is going on in this world? I mean, have we lost our minds? And the answer to that question is, yeah, probably. They've probably lost our minds. And with that being said, let's have a little contemplation moment. That was something. Wouldn't you agree? At any rate, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Thank you for joining us in this, whatever people like to call this. I'd say it's a show, but some people would refer to it as a funny farm. Who knows at this point? But anyway, I'll see you back here tomorrow at the news. I'm out skis. Farewell, bye, farewell.